Wow. I don't know shit.
Hello, it's been quite a while since we've done a coaching video. It looks like it was back in September of 2018. I'm going to be taking like a 3-4 week break from doing anything on the main channel, put up the SCP video. Figured I'd give you guys something to watch while I'm taking the break, something easy. These coaching videos are quite easy, but I've been stuck in quarantine, basically, just stuck at home. I have a lowered immune system, so I can't really risk going out. So in the meantime, I'm just going to sit here, watch people play games, and berate them because I have nothing going better on in my life. So, as we like to do in this series, you're going to see me coach. But here we go. We're going to be doing some WowSuch coaching, and this submission is going to be coming in from... a person called Ogle Bee. So let's go ahead and get into it. Looks like we're starting in with the Dark Carnival. So, excuse me, it's been a while since I've done one of these coachings, but it looks like we're on the infected side of Chapter 2 of Dark Carnival. Go ahead and transport over. That's good, man. That's good. Alright, you're scouting out the area. It looks like your team is already saying why you guys are so bad. I'm going to turn down my volume a little bit. Alright, you're trying to get a setup. I would probably try to go out in the front and get a charge, or at least wait for somebody to do an attack. Honestly, though, the charge is probably the best thing to attack first, because the smoker's good for support and the hunter, but it looks like the smoker's going to be going in first. He really should not be spawning right there. He's probably going to get hunted down. You're having a really hard time figuring out where you want to spawn. Honestly, that was your situation to attack right there, and you missed everyone. Ooh, I am honestly surprised you hit Coach, but the fact that the smoker spawned ahead of time was not the best, and you kind of just panicked to go in there and try to get them. So it was real fragmented on how you guys were going to get that through, but you could always redeem yourselves in the next spawn. At least the spitter is staying alive. I can't tell where she is. I don't think the hunter's playing. It looks like he's AFK in the distance. Don't know what's really going on with there. We got a jockey spawning in. Looking like you're going to get the smoker. So, like I said before, the smoker's good support, so you need to wait for somebody to attack. And we have a tank. So, everything we've just been discussing is going to be a little bit more different. I would not be attacking until the tank is already fully in there. Coach got down by the spit somehow. You're going to go ahead and go for the smoker. You needed to be a little bit close. Always try to get and see if you have the red circle. Get your gauge of your range. But the tank charged in there with the... Oh my god, you just... I can see that was a mistake, but you really screwed up there. The tank went balls first. And he's already freaking dead. Oh my god. So when you're the tank, and you really want to know if they have a Molotov. You see right there how you brought up the menu? If you're the tank, check if they have a Molotov. Keep your distance. If you see them charging with the Molotov, try to get your distance. Try to stay up high where it's harder to get hit by a Molotov. But you really need to wait for a boomer or charger to cause a distraction. You guys are just rolling in there back to back without any support. You guys really, really have not paid any attention to your fourth middle Fedorka there. He is AFK. You guys really need to kick him because that means you have one infected that's never going to be doing anything. 25% of your attacking force is useless. Alright, so you're teabagging with the spitter. Okay, that's... You do you, man. You need to get up high with the spitter. I don't know what you're doing scouting on the ground here. Please don't spawn right behind. Ooh, you had me puckering up there for a second on the nether region. If you were above right now, that would be great. I don't know why you're trying to spawn behind their 6. You're just asking to get shot the second you do a spit, especially since they have a bot. Bots can track you instantly. It's a really 50-50 shot if they'll ignore you or if they'll just insta-shoot you. But the jockey's going to spawn right behind him. Jenski, I don't know what he's doing there. This should not be working as well as it's doing. I would not be scratching the jockey. There's always a chance you'll instant. What are you doing wasting your spit like that? Okay. A lot to unpack there. So, if you had been on the roof, you could have safely spat on her, gotten back, and you could have kept using your spit. But instead, you were trying to scratch it down to a shell like 4 damage out of what, 3,000 is going to do anything? But, you do you, man. Not 3,300. But you guys are really fragmented. Nothing's going to be accomplished. You need to kick the hunter. And you really need to know how do you support infected. Smoker, boomer, spitter. You got... God. Okay, what you should have done in this situation, you don't strategize your infected. You just go, you try to get as close as possible, and you try to attack ASAP. You don't consider how that's going to affect your team chemistry. You should have got on top with the boomer. Probably seen if we would have had a charger and jockey. You had a jockey there, but it died off. Boomed as soon as it got up. The spit's going down the ladder. I'm really surprised that person is just stewing in it down there. The spitter did okay there, but if I was that other person... Okay. Because it's still going on. You need to teleport back. There you go. There's just a lot going on right now. It's been a while for me, so I apologize. Alright, so you're panicking to attack Ellis as soon as possible because he's ahead of everyone. But you took a lot of damage. Dude, what are you doing? No, 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 no. Go off the side. Go off the side. You would have had something perfect there. Oh my god. What was your strategy there? What was your plan? You're just going to take him down the slide for a fucking slip and slide? You had a perfect opportunity there. Even though you went with that, you just dove right in. You could have knocked him over. You would have had your jockey come back a lot sooner if you knocked him over. You could have gone around and you could have started this whole thing that your team could have capitalized on. But instead you just wanted to go down the slide. So that was a complete waste of a jockey in a great situation. I thought you would have had that, but man, I don't know what the hell that was. You're spawning in a bad spot for the spitter again. I would maybe spawn on top of the stairs. The boomer's trying to be stealthy up there. I'm surprised they didn't notice and snipe him. You're going to try to get the spit in this room because everyone assumes that if you... Don't assume because they're in a small room that spitting in there is the best idea. Always wait till someone gets pinned. John B, are you all noobs? That's how I'm starting to feel, man. There's nothing against you, man. But you're just not making the right calls in these situations. The spitter is something to put on top of. It's like a seasoning you put on the dry meat of the infected. With a little garlic salt or cumin or whatever you want to put on your meat. But it looks like you're taking your meat and you're just beating it. Let's not beat the meat, let's season the meat. You're kind of panicking to figure out what to do with the jockey. It's a good spot, but you've already wasted the time trying to go around. You need to help the charger because he's probably going to get a good charge here. So be ready to spawn. You're panicking. See, there was a double there. You're panicking way too much to spawn. You need to get a good bearing of how you can spawn in any given moment. Your jockey, your panic. You really want to get the spit damage there, but see, it's okay to get spit damage or go towards spit, but not if you're giving Rochelle an opportunity to shoot you. There was that opening of the doorway. You could have easily gone through, got behind the wall, and you could have avoided more damage. Possibly done more damage than you would have gotten by going into the spit. And you would have maybe even downed Coach inside and put him way out of the way and given your team more opportunities to attack. But you're kind of tunnel visioned. You want to do one thing, and it doesn't feel like you're like strategizing to make something work. But you're the charger, you're trying to have a picnic or something, you're scoping out what you're supposed to be doing. You need to... So what I do as an infected is I try to find a spawn point and then strategize from there. I don't scope it out and just sit there. Ellis is really low. Ellis is really low. You could probably... What the fuck are you doing? Okay, so in this situation, this is what I was trying to say, but I was so confused at what you're trying to do. Find an area you could possibly spawn. Scout what's going to happen. Ellis was less than 10 health. The Chargers punched us 10 health. What you could have done is ran up to him, bitch slapped that redneck motherfucker, then gone after Nick and Rochelle, punched one, charged the other. You probably would have swept. But you spent so much time just kind of scoping out the area. You were kind of too nervous to attack, I assume. And you gave Nick and Rochelle the opportunity to get to the safe room and make it. So you're really nervous when it comes to really good situations, but you also don't see the environment that is laid before you. And you're kind of all over the place. Kind of like my narrating right now. The slide, you could have easily knocked somebody over, got your jockey back a lot sooner, giving your team something better. As the charger, you were too nervous about trying to capitalize the situation that you didn't spawn ever. The thing about it is you just want to keep the heat on the survivors. You don't want to give them time to slow everything down. They probably turned off the carousels. The infected were slowing down. The charger, he has a lot of health. It's not like he's the boomer. Let's say this is like my third game, LMAO. We ready? Looks like it. But yeah, you just need to read your situations and read your environment and just go from there. This game is really fast-paced when it comes down to it. It has its slow moments in the level, but you have to make those moments fast-paced. You have to make it to where the survivors have to make these split-second decisions. So let's go ahead and see how you do as a survivor. Spitter's already going in with the spit. I don't know what the hell that was. I guess preventing you from going over there. I don't know. Charge is going up. I don't know. Alright, so here's the thing about this level. You don't want to go in the ticket booth by yourself, because there's a lot of common infected that spawn near the beginning of this chapter. If you go in there by yourself, it's hard to go around. You're getting spat on. You're just going to eat that Alright, so everyone's getting screwed. You still haven't realized he's AFK. You even said in the text chat if everybody's ready. How have you still not realized he's AFK? Really? You stared at him! Are you just not going to acknowledge this? You just... Dude, you get so focused on picking somebody up, you don't care what's going on. You lost like 60 health to spit. Yeah, I'm feeling what Coach is feeling right now. Come on, man. Like, this is, oh boy. We're not even 5% of the way through this chapter, and I'm already dumbfounded. Alright, so I want to see how you do this. There's a smoker right in front of you. What do you do? There you go. Alright, so... the AFK guy's mic is suddenly working. So, okay. You get this tunnel vision. You're still tunnel visioning. This is bad. Oh, this is one hell of a clip to come back to WoW Switch coaching on. I can tell you that much. But when it comes to picking somebody up, look what's going on around you. Look what's going on beneath you. Like, I know you want to help your team, but you got to make sure you survive, because then you're both just gonna be lying on the ground, probably about to make out or some shit. But this is bad. This is the domino effect in full swing, baby. And wow. You guys just let these situations happen. We finally have middle Fedorka. Finally play. You need to get out of the spit. So it took him an entire infected round and him getting charged in the safe room for him to start playing. You're trying to heal whilst... Okay. You really get focused on doing one thing. And there's a smoker spawning behind you. You don't need... Okay. So you get focused on doing one thing, and you just kind of disregard everything else. You saw a hunter, and you're like, I'm going to heal. You don't think of switching to a weapon or anything. You don't think of doing anything else. So the second you see him dead, you just kind of start healing. You see the smoker, and you're like, okay, I'm going to go close as possible. No, you want to get as much distance between you and him as possible, or get some obstacles between you and the smoker. Don't tunnel vision him without anything in between y'all, because he's going to easily smoke you before you get any shots off. Or if you do, he has health. He's not a 1 HP beast. But now you guys are fragmenting hard. Everything is starting to just crumble. And I don't know what else to say. At the end of the day, you just get really focused on doing one thing. You're picking up the gnome. This has basically become a meme of I don't know what's going on. But as an infected, you need to read situations better. You need to not be so nervous. I hope somebody's coming up to help you out there. But your situation reading in this is not that great, man. So what I would recommend is, as with the charger earlier, don't hesitate to attack on a good situation, and know your map. What are you doing? Like, see, there's that example of you get focused on doing one thing and you don't care what's going on. You could have easily went to shoot the hunter off Nick while you had the AK out, but you decided to disregard him, go pick up the sniper, and then try to kill him. Nick probably lost like 15 or 20 health in the span of just that deviation he did. So, someone said I feel bad for Nick. Why would you feel bad for Nick? He was AFK for most of the round. Like, you can't feel bad for somebody that's away from the keyboard. I mean, I know shit happens in real life, but come on, man. But, yeah, here, I don't know what coach is planning here. You got 40 infected, you're trying to pick people up. There goes coach. And that's the end of it, I think. It is. Okay, so, in review, just, do the thing where you read situations, don't be too panicky to figure out what you want to do. Know your environment of how you can capitalize on stuff, especially with jockeys or smokers or anything that you can knock somebody over an edge and help your teammate. Because knocking somebody over the edge, that person is out of it. They can't do anything. They have to rely on everyone else to save them. There's no guns they can shoot. And just help your teammates out. But yeah. If you want to submit, here's some stuff on the screen right here. If you want to submit, it has to be 720p or higher. Make sure it's versus. Just email me, wowsuchgaming at Yahoo. I'm getting back in the swoop of things, so a lot of the stuff on screen's not going to match up, but like I said, just submit your stuff to me, wowsuchgaming at yahoo.com, or you can send me some stuff on Xbox to Zackazz2010. Just make sure if you're going to be submitting me clips that they're not too long. They have to be less than 15 minutes long with Survivor and Infected versus rounds together. Or you can send me 2 clips on Xbox if you're doing that. But all in all, man, thank you for your submission, Mr. Ogle Bee. But you really have to just figure out your situations better. Anyways, I'm going to stop ranting and get on with it. If you want more coaching videos, I'm going to be making a few more, and if you want to submit some in the next week or 2, I will be doing them. Don't know how long I'll be doing these, but welcome back to Wowsuch Coaching, and until next time, I'm Zackazz, aka Wowsuch Coaching. Never forget to stay wow.